Thank you guys. Sorry about that. I did say hi to Kim and Maria. C. Pennington, hey, Pat, Louise, Jamie. Sorry guys. It must have been a misclick that turned the sound off because it was on a while ago and then all of a sudden it was off. Yay! Hope you guys can hear me now just fine. Tonight we're going to be, let me just start over, we're doing scratch off cards. I cheated a little bit and I used already made from Amazon, and if you go to the link below, that will earn me a very small commission. I thank you in advance. And just search scratch off stickers. There's all colors, kinds, things like that. But if you don't want to invest in doing them that way and you want to make your own, Martha Stewart's old DIY, I don't even know from when this is. This was way back, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's anything new. I don't see a date, but it's been an old go-to. You can make your own scratch-offs. They do work. Everything that you need is listed here. I did put this in the description below so that you can have the link. And she will tell you, you just need your clear packing tape, some freezer paper, dishwashing soap. You can do it myself. I don't want to go through all of that and letting it dry. But they're fairly easy to make. So you can make your own and make them any shape, anything that you want. So I wanted to give you guys that link so that you would have it. Again, you can go to Amazon. I'll show you what I have over here and what I got. And we will be using those tonight because I did not make any. I promise you I did not. The file for tonight is just a basic card file with panels. Now that one panel is large enough to fit the whole front of the A2 card, and that's because the die we're using is this red piece here. So if you don't have the die, whatever shape you get for your scratch off stickers, or if you make your own, if you have hearts, or you get the circle, multi-circle, or the multi-square from Close to My Heart, then that piece is going to be cut from that. If you're not doing that and you want to do it in Design Space, you're going to have to take that red piece and you're going to have to line up all of your shapes and cut them out, space them and cut them out, and then that will create your piece that we're going to be using a die for tonight. I did put some drawings on here simply because, and I'll get into it in a moment, the set that I got from Close to My Heart, I used it for Christmas, but I have a birthday card that I needed to make. So I wanted to have a birthday option, but I wanted to use the die set. So I went into Design Space and found some images that were draw, and I put them in here and spaced them out, and I don't even remember what size. I know that the opening of my squares was 1 inch, so I made them fit within that square, within a 1 inch square, and I lined them all up and they worked. So I did space them evenly, etc., and got them in there. So then I just attached them to this card. Now you can detach and unflatten it and change these images if you want to use this, but this is going to be your inner layer. It's going to go between the blue and the red. So the file number for anybody that wants it, it's a public file, is 173-657-432. And you can get that by going to design.cricut.com/hashtag/design and the number. And you can open that up in your browser and then you can save it. So we've covered the scratch off alternatives. We've covered your die alternative. Thank you, Sue. And now let's go over to Close to My Heart. And this is a Close to My Heart night. We are going to be working, and I'll show you that in a minute. I just wanted to tell you guys who are doing the Close to My Hearts with me and you want to, I'm probably next week going to use this Craft On paper pack. I don't know what dies I'm going to use. You can use any dies you want, but it's going to be probably a card and a little bag or a box that you can give a little goodie in. to your crafting friends. But this is really, really cute paper, guys. I don't know if any of you have looked at it. It's got like your little glues and scissors and all that kind of stuff on it. Really cool paper pack. So I'm going to do something out of that next week. So if you want to get yours, make sure you go in and order that. It's close to my craftingwithapril.ctmh.com, and this is called the Craft On Paper Pack. And it is, the link is down below in the description as well. But what we're working with tonight is in the promotions, and this is the Share the Seasons. And it comes with, this particular kit comes with your multi-square die, your binder clip die, and then it comes with 2 sets of stamps that fit inside these multi-squares. So here's a closer picture of it. Really, really cute file, and you get 2 binder clip stamps, so you have 2 different looks. We're using this one tonight. I did use 1 stamp out of there. And then if you're wanting the circles, and I'll show you those as well here in a second, just type multi-circle, and you will find that. Now there is one that's in a pack just like the square, so if you prefer the pack, you can get that. They're running low, but you can also get just the thin cuts right here for the square and the circle. So if you want to do a lot of scratch offs, I'm going to suggest that you get this, because you also get that stitched effect from the die that you will not get from cutting it on your Cricut. So that being said, let's go over to the camera and take a look. Yay! And please don't pay attention to the mess on my desk, because I am combining 2 rooms into 1 craft room, and it is a disaster. I mean, it's bad. But here's the one I made out of the circles, and we may need some light here. Not going to give us much. I don't want to glare on you guys. There we go. I don't know if you can see the stitching, if that camera will focus or not, but there we go. You can see that in there. You have that stitched look, and you also get it on the square. Oops, that's my bad. Didn't push that down. And I'm going to do this a little differently on the other card too, so we can see which way's best. But you get that stitched die effect on these. So that die is, it's awesome. Love, love, love it. And then you can use all the little squares, and I think that I have an idea for using all the squares that pop out of here, but we will see. And tonight I'm using paper out of the Hawthorne kit that we used a couple weeks ago or last week, and some more of the Sangria paper. That's what I'm going to be using tonight for this card. This one I used the red and a little bit of cheer. I did use the stamps on that one. But these are what your scratch off stickers look like from Amazon. You can get the different sizes too, guys. These are the 1-inch square gold, and then I also have them in holographic, and then I have the round golds, and then I have the rounds also in the holographic. So you can get shapes and sizes if you prefer to do it that way. And I am just going to remove that one. That's one, I took that one off because it wasn't straight, and then tried to put it back on and it didn't stay. So once you put it on, it's there. Just so you guys know, you don't want to lift them up. But I was working on an experiment here. I did stamp the inside of this one. I'm not going to stamp tonight because, like I said, I have a lot of life things going on, and several of us do. So it's going to be kind of a quick video. To do my writing on my card on the Cricut, I did use this Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen, and it is the small tip. So you can get these at Michael's. They're about $3. So I don't know if it'll focus in on that. We'll see. But you can get those at Michael's. They're over where your Spectrum Noirs and all that are at, in that aisle. And I'm going to be using my Cuttlebug just to show you guys who don't know how to use dies. I've already cut everything else. When you get the Share the Seasons kit, you will get this die, this binder clip, and both sets of stamps. Okay, that's what comes in that set, so you get them all. When I'm cutting on my plates are really warped. They've been getting lots of use. I've got my I've got my A plate, I've got my magnetic shim, I've got my B plate, and then my die faced up. Close to my heart paper is lighter on one side and darker on the other, okay? And I want the darker side, so I am going to place the darker side against that so that I get that nice, smooth, rounded feel to my cardstock instead of a sharp feel like the side of a card. You can do it the other way and flip it over, but it won't be as nice. And then my other B plate, and we're just going to run that right through the Cuttlebug. Get my art glitter glue out of the way. And you might hear cracking and popping and all of that. It's normal. Cutting into your plates is also normal. I need to put that in the oven, I think. It's time for the oven. Don't throw these squares away. We might be using those. And then you have your little piece, and then all your extras. And I'm just going to set that to the side. And that's how easy it is to die cut. So if you're just doing one card, no need to break out the mats, all the paper, all of that stuff. Make sure you stamp your images before you cut them and run them through your die machine. You can use little washi tapes to hold your die down in place. But this is a super easy card, super easy. Now, what I'm going to do here, and I bet all of my flower tools are in the other room. I am going to, the other one, I noticed that my square, it fit in there, but not quite. It was just a little bit too large. So what I'm going to do, and I would suggest you guys use a flower tool or your bone folder. I apologize. Let me go and grab one really quick. Sorry about that, guys. This is just like one of my, one of your ball styluses. That's all it is. This is the small one that you have them in bigger sizes that you use for flowers. But I'm just going to line this up, and then I'm going to take that stylus and run around the inside of each one of my boxes here. That one's a little bit off, and so is that one, but I'm going to live with it. Pretty good for eyeballing them. But all I'm doing is putting a little indentation on the inside of each of these. That way I can see them. It's almost like a small score. I don't know if it's showing up on camera for you guys. But that's going to tell me where my stickers go. I'm going to give myself a little bit of extra light here. And then you're going to get your stickers and just peel them off. And trust me, this is easier than trying to fit them in the squares. And I just want to line them up and get them flat. That one's a little bit off, but. And be careful when you're doing this. If you have nails like me, you don't want to scratch the finish off your stickers. A nice light vinyl. Looks like I got some dust or something on there. And if you make a boo-boo and it's major, you can lift them up and peel them off. Just do it carefully. And the way that I am presenting this card is I stamped 3 like images and I put my binder clip over. I know that where the 3 images are, so I put my binder clip over the images, and they can't scratch them with that on there, of course, but I knew that these 3 were not the 3 they need to match. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to take that one off and redo it. Oh, I tore my paper. Oh well, I'm not going to redo that one. I'm going to use this card now. Oh well. I would just restamp the inside. But you can take them off if you're careful. So once you have your stickers on there, then you're going to put some glue, or you can use your tape runners. For something like this, I prefer glue. And I'm using Art Glitter glue. You can get it at artglitter.com. It's just the brand name. There's no glitter in it. And then we're just going to place this right over and center it up. I got a couple of mine off. Take your time. I don't know if it's better to do them. I tried it both ways. I think it's better to fit them in. I don't know. Maybe it was just me that laid that down off. But make sure you get yours straight. It won't be as noticeable once I get my binder clip on there either. But that one's really off. It'll be okay. I apologize. My dogs, somebody's moving or something, or they're playing football in the park across the street. It just really upsets them. I'm just going to place that piece on. I hate that I got that one off. And I didn't cut another one to redo either. But then we're just going to glue this back onto our pattern piece. And that was out of the Hawthorne kit. The blue with the leaves on it, and then you had the green on the back. And then you're going to glue that onto your card base, which I do have here somewhere. And you get these in the card kits as well. And then we're just going to glue that right on. I think my solution is going to be to order these stickers that are a little bit larger instead of the exact size, so that they fit better. Or again, make your own and just make them in one long strip, and then you won't have these edges if you lay the sticker down wrong. I think that might be a better solution altogether. And even though my Cricut cut this, and this is an A2 card, for some reason it's off. I'm just going to trim it up. It's off there too. Okay, time to put some repair onto this card. So I tore that one right there by accident. So we're going to put a sticker on it. That's how it goes together, guys. Take your time and get yours on there right. Like I said, I have life happening here this week, and it's just been absolutely chaotic. I think I like putting them in after rather than before. I was testing that, and I think that it's better after, but I don't know. I like it after better. I have a better look that way. And I am going to fix that by putting some Nuvo drops or a sticker. I'm going to use my Spectrum Noirs and cover that so that it won't show. I'll embellish it with something. Maybe even some twine, a bow with some twine. Your dog says hi to my dog. So tons of things that you can do with the stickers, guys. I apologize, one moment. Orchid, that's enough. Sorry, guys. One of those things. So go ahead and get your dies, get those cut. I did use the sapphire stamps on these, guys, the sapphire ink. So make sure that you get your ink colors to match. Get your kit. Get your paper. Again, this was the Hawthorne paper and the Sangria is what I used in that. Does anybody have cutting it and stacking it on top? Yeah. It usually works, Sue, but I didn't have enough light in here. I moved my lighting into the other room because I've already started setting up. I just haven't moved my camera, so I couldn't really see. But I think that's a better idea too, to do the circles and then, of course, take your time and get them on straight, and it will work because they are 1-inch squares and they do fit if you actually get them on there the way they're supposed to be. So takes a little bit of practice, and I have to go in there and get my embellishments. Everything is in the other room just about, except some straggler things in here. So does anybody have any design space questions or anything like that? Yeah, cut another piece of the red and pop it right on top. Yeah, I can probably get this off of there because I only glued it right there in that corner. And then I can pop it back down. That's a good idea. Even have a scrap to cut it with. I think it'll just fit. I'll have to use washi tape, but it'll just fit. So I'm going to pull a Jamie there and get that one really, really, really close. I think it'll fit. It'll fit. The cut lines are right there in it. You can still see the die, but the cut lines are in it. So I'm going to have to pull a Jamie and cut another one and stack it right on top. Good idea, Sue. Thank you. Yeah, that's going to be super, super close, but I think I can do it. I'm going to washi tape it down and cut it. Of course, this is the circles, but the square's the same size. It's awfully close, but I can feel it under there, so it'll work. It's going to be a frog's hair. But an easy repair. Easy, easy. So, again, guys, it's been super busy around here. Lots of birthdays and family things going on. Life has been happening. Had to get my husband out of town. He's working in Florida. Just tons of stuff. But I promise you we have some really, really, really cute stuff coming up for Christmas. I am going to be getting my things to show you guys and making some things, and ours are going to be a little bit different than what other people come up with using their Close to My Heart Christmas stuff. So I can't wait. I'm really excited. Hopefully you guys will be excited when you see them as well. But I am working on tons of files, things like that for you guys. I know tonight was just a quick throw together, but like I said, I've had lots going on. Lots. All right, if nobody has any questions, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you, first of all, to all of my moderators. Thank you so much. Thank you, Close to My Heart customers and patrons and Ko-fi supporters. I greatly appreciate all of you guys. And I will catch you. Normally, I go live on Saturdays, but I have more birthday parties tomorrow. It's really tough. We have like 7 birthdays this week, and then the last week in October we have another like 7. So these 2 months are really, really tough for me. But I've got a lot of things going for you guys, and we're going to take and do some more in-depth projects here in the short future. I will be going live on Monday, and I have been asked to show how to do the roses. So we're going to be doing the 3D roses, the small ones, the actual lifelike size ones out of paper for your shadow boxes, not rolled, but in the petal type, so that you can actually get that real rose look out of your paper flower. So we're going to be doing that on Monday, but I will not be live Saturday due to life things happening. So get your 65-pound paper. If you don't have any, you're going to need 65-pound paper. I will get you a file. I will get it posted so that you can cut a few. You're going to need hot glue, and we will be making flowers on Monday. Yes, and if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button so that you can see your name in lights. You guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining me. I greatly appreciate you. Like and subscribe. Thank you, mods. Appreciate you.